Dear students, so this video I'm making for you to revise the concepts, and also the students, those who are absent for the classes, so they can also go through these videos and they can refer the textbook concepts, right? And today in this video, I'm going to explain about the lesson, fourth lesson, more on Excel. In this more on Excel, there are the topics: selecting cells in a worksheet, modifying cell content, copy, cut, and paste data, set column width and row height, auto fit column width and row height. So these are the few topics I'm going to explain in this video. And in another video, I'm going to explain the some other topics given in the textbook. Okay, let us move to the topic. So first of all, you should know how to open Excel application. So there are different methods to open Excel application. Just you can see the search box. Just click on the search box, Excel. Then automatically the Excel application will be displayed over here. You can click on that. Then Excel application window will be open. Just click on the blank workbook to open Excel application window. This is one method to open Excel application window. Then the second method is click on the start button and go to the programs list. Just scroll down and you can see there is a Microsoft Office. So why we have to go for Microsoft Office? Excel is the product of and also application of Microsoft Office. So that we have to click on Excel 2013. So as per the textbook, so they have given Excel 2016. But in my computer, I have 2013 version. And if you are having 2007 or 2003 or 2010 or 2016 version, any version, you can use, the process is same. Just click on the blank workbook. This is the second method to open Excel application window. Right. Then the third method, just simply right click on the desktop, select the new option, and then you can see the sub list. In the sub list, there is the last one, Microsoft Excel worksheet. Click on the Microsoft Excel worksheet. And you can see the new Microsoft Excel worksheet file icon is appeared on my desktop. So here I'm giving the name to this file, like it is a fourth lesson. So I'm giving that. So more on Excel 2016. Just click enter and double click on that icon to open the Excel window. This is the way to open Excel application window in different methods. Then let us move to the first topic, selecting cells, selecting columns, selecting rows. So now you can see there is a column A, column B, column C, column D, like that there are columns. If you want to select the column, place the cursor on the column letter and click on it. You can see wherever you want to select the column, you just place the cursor on the column letter and click on it. Just place the cursor on the column letter and click on it. If you want to select continuous columns, just press and hold the left side button on the mouse on the column letter and drag. Even the same way, you can see the rows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like that. It is there, right? So here just place the cursor on the row number and click on it to select the rows. But here I have one question. I want to select the column A, column C, column E. Different columns I want to select. Then how can we select? Press and hold the control key on keyboard and select the different columns. Right? So next, the same way you can select the different rows by holding the control key on keyboard. Right? So now cells also, even you can cells also you can select by holding the control key, different cells you can select, right? And if you want to select entire worksheet, you know the shortcut key control A. Control A is to select entire worksheet. Control A for select all. Or else there is one more method. You can see left side of the column letter A and row number 1, there is a small icon. Just click on this. By clicking on this, you are able to select the entire worksheet, right? So now Here you see there are there are many cells, right? There are many cells. So this each one is called cell. So there are many cells over here, right? So right. Then when I click on the cell, one green color boundary is appearing right here. This is nothing but active cell. Wherever you click, the dark boundary will be appeared, and that particular cell is called active cell. Why it is called as an active cell means we are going to type the information in the particular cell. So it is called as an active cell, right? So now range of cells. What is range of cells? So means if you select group of cells, so then you should know that cell address. First, before going to know about group of cells, you should know that cell address. So here you see column A, row 1. This is called first cell and this is A1. Why it is called A1 cell address? Cell address is denoted by column letter A and followed by row number 1. This is A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, like that. This is B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, B6, B7, like that. So once again, I'm repeating, cell address is denoted by column letter B and followed by row number. So B7, wherever you click, you can understand that that column is letter is highlighted and the row number is highlighted. So this is E5. If you click here, this is F column is highlighted and the 10th row is highlighted. This is F10. So even you can understand here on the top left side. So there you can see there is a name box. Even in the name box also, you can check there is a cell address. Active cell address also will be displayed in the name box, right? Even you can change, wherever you want to go. For example, you want to go for A1, click on it. Or for example, you want to go for any other cell like F10. So you just type and you can click on it. Then you automatically you are going to that particular active cell. Okay, right. So this is about selecting columns, selecting rows, and selecting cells. Now, range of cells. Range of cells or group of cells. So range of cells, if I select from here to here, what is the range of cells of the selected cells? So the first cell and the last cell. What is the first cell? A1 and the last cell is C4. So here A1 colon C4, if we mention A1 colon C4, if we mention, that is called cell range. So here A1, the starting cell, and the last cell is C4. This is called range of cells. And we are going to mention the range of cells in this manner, A1 colon C4. It means from A1 to C4, these are all the group of cells called range of cells. Okay, then the next topic is modifying cell contents. So let me say, take some data, roll number, name, class. Okay, here I'm taking some English, and here Hindi, and here maths. So here I'm taking some roll numbers 6001, 6002, and 6003. So here I'm taking some names. So next here, the marks I'm giving you. Right. So now here modifying the data or modifying the cell contents. So it means modifying means editing. So here, if you want to edit this data, so what you have to do, you just double click on that cell and you can change the data, or you can click on it and you can use the backspace key or delete key and you can type the information whatever you want to mention. This is nothing but modifying the data. So now there is one more point, overwriting. What is overwriting? Overwriting means if already data is there in the cell, without deleting the data, if you directly enter the data in the same cell, that is called overwriting. Overwriting means without deleting the data from the cell, directly if you type the information in the same cell, that is called overwriting. Okay, this is about modifying the cell content. Next, copy, cut and paste data. Copy, cut, paste data means, so you should know that shortcut key for copy. So copy shortcut key is Control C, and cut shortcut key is Control X. Paste shortcut key is Control plus V. So these are the shortcut keys. These are the shortcut keys for copy, cut, paste. Okay, right. So now first we will see copy and paste. Right. So select the data. You know the shortcut key. If you don't know the shortcut key, you can see under the home tab, there is a cut, copy and paste options. Shortcut key for copy is Control C. Even if you don't know shortcut key and these options, just right click on the text, right click on the selected text, just select copy, and wherever you want to paste this information. For example, at the bottom, you can see there is a sheet 1. I want to copy this data into sheet 2. So just click on the new sheet to go to the another sheet. And here you just right click and click paste. Then automatically the data will be pasted in the another sheet. So if you see in sheet 1, there is a data, and in sheet 2, there is a data. Okay, just deleting the data this. Next, go to the sheet 1. Now I'm going to use these two options, cut and paste. So what will happen, we will see. Just select the data, right click on that selected data and cut. If you know shortcut keys, you can use. Just go to the sheet 2 and just here paste it, Control V. Now in sheet 2, there is a data. Then in sheet 2, there is no data. Why? Because I use cut and paste. So when we use cut and paste, the data will be moving from one sheet to another sheet. When I use copy and paste, the data is it is nothing but making the duplicate data. In both the places, the data is available. So you should understand that the difference between copy and cut. Copy means making the duplicate data or making the duplicate one. Cut means moving the data from one place to another place. Okay, even you should know that what is the shortcut key for to select the entire worksheet. Select all means Control plus A. Okay, right. The next topic is column width and row height. Column width and row height. Column width and row height. So how to increase column width, how to decrease column width, how to increase row height, and how to decrease row height. So now here you see, here this is the column A, column C, B, column C, column D, column E. So there is a data, right? So now if suppose this column, if you want to increase, place the cursor here and you can increase. You can observe where I am placing cursor. And if you see, so this column width is very big, and this column width is very small. This column width is small. So this is not looking good. Why? Because some of the column widths are very big and some of the column widths are very small. I want to fit automatically column width. I want to auto fit the column width. Just place the cursor on the any one of the column boundary and double click here. You can observe where I'm keeping the mouse pointer. Just double click here. So you can see, observe, as per the length of the text, automatically the column width is adjusted, right? So once again, I'm showing you. So you just see there are different column widths for each column. I want to make it fit as per the length of the text. Just place the cursor here in between the A and B of the column of the boundary and double click here. And one more thing is there here. If you want to increase equal column width, after selecting the columns, you just increase the date, increase it. You can see equal column width, equal column width. If you increase after selecting the column, equal column width and decrease. Equally, the column width will be increased and decreased, right? Right, this is one method. And what about rows? You can see this row height is big, and this is small, and this is big. So like that, there is no proper order for the rows. Then you want to make it fit, auto fit row height. So what you will do, simply like how I told you here, by double clicking on that, here also same, double click on the any one of the boundary on the rows, just automatically the row height will be fitted as per the text, as per the size of the text here, as per the size of the text. So got it? So even here also, if you drag down after selecting the rows, automatically the row height will be increased. So equally increased, you can see, equally decreased, equally increased, right? So these are the shortcut methods to fit the data, to fit the column width and to fit the row height, and also to increase and decrease the column width equally and the row height equally. Now, if you don't know the shortcut method, then what is the alternative method? So you can go to the format button under the cells group, there you can see first option row height, auto fit row height, column width, auto fit column width. So as I said, shortcut method, auto fit row height, auto fit column width, right? So once again, I will show you with the options. So now here you see one column width is very big, one column width, one row height is very big and another row height is very small. There is no proper row height for this rows. So after selecting the rows, just go to the auto fit row height. You can see automatically fit the row height as per the size of the text, right? So even you can observe the column width also. You just go to the format button and just auto fit column width. You can observe automatically as per the length of the text, as per the characters of the text, automatically it will fit the column width, right? If suppose if you want to increase the row height, there is an option also here. You can see row height. By default, row height is 15. By default, row height is 15, and you can give up to 409. Row height you can increase up to 409, 0 to 409. So here we want only 30, so we can take 30, right? We can take 30. So as I said, 0 to 409. Just we will check 409. 409. 400 and row height means how much it goes, you see. So it goes very long, you see. This is the row height, right? So we don't want like that. So let's we make it fit automatically row height, auto fit row height, right? So now let's we see column width. Let's we see column width, select the columns and go to the column width. Actually, by default, column width is 8.43. You can see by default, the column width is 8.43, and you can increase up to 255. Up to 255. Select the columns and go to the format button under the cells group. Select the column width, and you can give the column width, for example, 10. You can observe 10 means this much, right? So next, if I give 255, what will happen? It goes so long, right? 255. See, so where the roll number is there and where it went, you see. So this much long it went. So we never use like that. As per the our convenience, our requirement, we used to set column width. Yes or no? Right. Even you can fit auto fit column width. So these are the points we have discussed in the class also, in the one class, right? And once again, I'm repeating the points that I have discussed. The first one is about how to open Excel application. And the second one is about selecting cells, selecting rows, selecting columns, and selecting in-ordered columns, selecting in-ordered rows, modifying cell content, and cut, copy, and paste data, and set column width and row height, and automatically fit column width and row height. So by going through this video, hope you all can practice, and you can send me a short video of it, or you can send me the screenshot of your practice file. Okay, hope you all of you understand these all topics, right? Thank you all.